Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you ever so much for tuning in once again. We've got another IDL at Home League live stream for you, and it's a cup game this evening. It's the semi-final, and it's between Chris Holt and Andy Blyde. The players are just warming up at the moment. I'll just click on their screen just to make sure that that's all working, and it certainly seems to be, so that's good. So we'll be starting in a couple of minutes' time. And remember, they're playing for a place at finals night, which takes place on the week today, in fact, the 14th of May, and 4 games will be streamed that night, so get that in your diary as well. So if someone could just leave a comment in the chat, or if producer Paul is watching, can just drop me a note just to make sure that it's working. That would be fantastic, and then we'll be underway very shortly. Well, a really good game in store here between the two winners, actually, of Division 1. And those two players are on your screen. Chris Holt and Andy Blyde both will be going into the Premier Division of the IDL at Home League next season. And this particular season, it's just reaching its crescendo. So that does mean, of course, new members can sign up for the next season, and in order to do that, you just find us on Twitter, IDL Darts, or on Facebook, search IDL Darts.
Yeah, I'm ready, mate.
And then producer Paul or organizer Paul will be able to answer all your queries on that. And these two players are about to get underway in this cup semi-final. First to 7 legs will book their place in finals night, or on finals night, and that is on the 14th of May, which is a week today. And
140.
It's a lovely start for Holt. Holt is unbeaten this season, as far as I can tell. So he's enjoying
123.
Very strong start from these two. And Holt, well, he's been
100.
He's dominated all his matches, really. Close game with Darren Bryant, 7-5. But yes, a very exciting duo, these two, because both will be on the crest of a wave, having won their particular division. And I suspect that this will be the sternest challenge that either player has faced so far this season.
140.
3 scores of 100 or more from Blyde gets him down to a finish
23.
First. He started the leg, remember, with a visit of 21, and has really bounced back since then. So this could go out in 15 darts. It won't, and he does have time because
93.
Holt is not on a finish. Blyde sets it up well.
95.
Blyde comes back for double 12. Holt is on a finish now, in case it doesn't go. Blyde has been on the stream a number of times this season, always has performed well when he's had the opportunity.
12 scored.
Had a good ding-dong with David Reed and Tina Naylan. Holt has a chance to break here, wants double 10.
Game shot in 3.
And he does do. Wow,
Yeah,
that's a
well
great start. Gosh. 100 checkouts. Didn't go the tops route, went the aggressive route, took out the treble 20 with his second dart, and then double 10. Very nice. Break of throw to get us underway.
140.
And another 140 to kick off proceedings. This is living up to very high expectations of this game. Early doors. Holt, who's beaten Darren Bryant 7-5.
57.
And had a 7-3 win over Martin Carnell and a 7-2 win over Sam Cheshire to get to this stage. So
100.
it's always the stronger of the people he's
58.
played. Alright. Andy Blyde, we had a 7-3 win over Peter Stokes in the build up to this.
32.
It's in the cup competition, of course. And Holt looks strong here in this second leg. It's early advantage.
60.
Well, Holt, yes, I'll tell you a bit more about his league campaign and Blyde's league campaign
140.
shortly. But yes, do remember, finals night is a week today. Get it in the diary. We'll hopefully kick off at probably 7, I would imagine.
84.
Holt down to finish first. Before finals, it's the 3 cup competitions.
137.
Lovely pressure there from Blyde. This 102. It's going to get under pressure, but Holt will get a dart at double 16.
70.
That was for 2-0, and well, Blyde has had a visit of 140, backed up by a 137, leaving 66. Could break straight back. That looks like treble 15 to me, so it has to adjust now. 21, so 5, you would think, and I think that was 12.
Game in 3.
Oh, no, it isn't.
On me.
Excuse me.
Yes, that second dart was just on the wire, wasn't it? I think that's why he paused. Takes out the double 8 to equalise and break straight back, so 1 apiece. Now, if you are watching, do leave a comment in the chat. Let us know you're cheering on. Andrew Culling is watching,
60.
who's been on the stream before. Has had a few mammoth practice sessions on Naka with Chris Holt, I've noticed.
97.
James Trainer, thank you for tuning in and watching. Let us know who you're cheering on.
100.
But certainly on paper, it's very hard to separate them.
39.
A bit more about the league campaign of Chris Holt. Well, largely unchallenged, it has to be said.
85.
Swept aside all before him. Actually dished out 2 bagels against Ian Thorley and Charlie Wells.
140.
With darts like that. Already put Blyde under pressure here in this third leg. He had an 8-2 win over Richie Plowman and 8-2 win over Carl Nash. Then 2 8-4 wins over Joseph
60.
Varga and Danny Brown. So he'll be very pleased with his campaign as he lines up in the Premier Division next season.
96.
Keeping the pressure on here. He will be back for that 129. Down to finish after 12.
100.
Blyde also now down to a finish in this leg, which he started. So 2 bites the cherry here. Wants the bull.
96.
Chance there to break again. Blyde now. Wants double 18. Looks to be a good marker.
Jeez. Just 78.
Good effort, but a chance goes begging, and Holt is back for double 16.
Game shot in 2.
And he cleans up.
Yeah, well done.
Takes advantage. 17 darts. Break of throw. Onwards we go. We've had 3 legs, 3 breaks of throw. Both averaging in the low 80s. What a good game. Living up to what we hoped.
119.
That's a lovely recovery from Holt after the 5 with the first dart.
$83.
As we say, of course, we all do miss in-person darts, and we're edging ever closer to that coming back.
140.
2 lovely visits from Holt. But certainly think that the streaming element of
140.
lovely darts from Blyde, the streaming element certainly adds that extra bit of pressure.
58.
Hopefully these players can thrive on that and take that out with them when in-person darts does return, which will hopefully be very soon.
60.
And well, both players playing to a very good
58.
standard here. They'll be busting to get back into tournament and league action, I'm sure. Andy Blyde hoping to apply some pressure onto the Holt throw.
98.
And does do. So 126 plays 120.
Game shot in 3.
Oh, that's lovely. Gosh, look at that.
Yeah, well done. I didn't
That's
hear that.
that's really good.
Well done, mate.
Threaded in that second dart into the treble 19. And straight in the bullseye for the 126. So Holt is the first to hold throw. What a way to do it. That was in 15 darts.
60.
And Blyde, well, he knows he's got a game on his hands now, if he didn't already.
41.
Steph Holt, thank you for tuning in.
$55.
Cheering on Chris, of course.
$96.
Bridie Harrington cheering on Andy Blyde.
60.
No treble here for Andy. This will worry him slightly if Holt can put in a big score here.
85.
Well, he gets the 1 treble. So it's early advantage to Holt in this 5th leg. Blyde needs a big score and pretty quickly here.
Jesus. 60.
But they're all on the wire. Holt probably sensing this is a good opportunity.
55.
Slender advantage to Holt. Blyde not out of it yet. Hasn't found a treble. Needs one.
60.
But only 60. He's had 4 scores of 60 in this leg and a 55. Holt's had 2 trebles. Make that 3.
64.
Sorry, I thought that second one was in actually, but it wasn't. Holt down to a finish first. We'll be back for that 160.
165. 22. Lost the plot now.
Blyde telling himself off. If Holt can hear that, he'll know this is a good opportunity.
96.
Gets another treble that turn. And he will be back for 64. What kind of pressure will he be under?
60.
Blyde just can't find a treble. So really advantage
James
Holt
shot in
here.
two.
And he does get
Yeah,
there.
well done.
Treble 16, double 8. Wow.
Man.
20 dart break of throw.
59.
It's momentum is all with Holt at the moment, averaging just over 83. Blyde has just slipped back in terms of the averages, just couldn't find a treble.
96.
He does there, so that will settle him down.
$100.
$60.
Just 3 points the difference after the first couple of
59.
turns. But yes, do have a think about joining the IDL if you're a keen darter.
180.
Well, a maximum there for Andy Blyde right on cue. He needed that, really. Under a lot of pressure. That just reminds Holt this isn't over yet. Blyde is still very much in this game.
96.
But yes, IDL home league. There's 8 divisions in total. Of course, Blyde and Holt are near the top of that pile, but there's really is something for everyone.
65.
Right down to complete beginners. It's a great league to be involved in.
133.
More great darts from Holt. Real pressure on this 100. Now from Blyde, he would have fancied his chances of applying the pressure on the Holt throw. It's double 10.
80 scored.
So he did get 2 darts to break the throw. So Holt now wants tops.
James shot in 2.
And he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. The
Well played,
finishing from Holt has been fantastic, hasn't it? And that is a 17 dart hold.
Double trouble.
And Blyde is telling himself off, ruining the doubles. And that has really proved to be the difference, because there isn't too much difference in terms of the scoring. 6 tons apiece. 4 ton 40s for Holt and Andy Blyde's 3. Make that 4. Right on cue. And of course Blyde has had a max, but whenever Holt has had a shot of the double,
96.
he's taken it out. Of course, Holt does have a lot of scores in that 90 region as well. He's had a fair few 96s. Switching's been very strong tonight so far. He is within 2 legs
100.
of booking his place in the final. Blyde fighting back here very valiantly on his throw.
60.
So advantage Blyde here in this 7th leg. Can he put a bit of momentum together here?
60.
140.
Oh, that's a lovely visit from Holt. 4 points the difference after 3 visits each. And, well, it's certainly lived up to expectations this game. It's a very good standard.
Uh, 60.
Sorry, Andy's internet's just a bit jumpy, isn't it? But
59.
so 5 points separate these two. Not much to choose between them. Each leg has been well fought.
77.
Well found treble with his last dart. Gets him down to 64. Holt just
42.
can't quite set that up the way he would have liked. So Blyde here in the box seat to get first dibs at this 64. And I just... Oh dear. Okay. So Andy's internet has just gone there, so just bear with me while
What's
we
going
try
on
and
here?
sort that out. Okay, you can carry on.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that, but thankfully we were able to rectify it, so that's a relief. So, double 16 for Blyde.
Game in 3.
Oh dear.
Oh.
It's a nice way to recover
Cheers, mate.
after a technical issue. Thankfully, we've had so many technical issues over the last year since we started doing this that we've seen it all. So, 5-2 the scoreline.
58.
Feel this is a crucial leg there for Holt on his throw.
$42.
So he'll be looking to ram home his advantage here.
96.
And hopefully the technical issue doesn't affect either player. But it was only a short interlude, so that's a relief. Of course, on Monday we had to abort the stream because the
60.
absolutely horrendous weather we were having. Affected the Wi-Fi, sadly.
97.
Lovely switching again from Holt. It's been a real strength tonight of his game. He hasn't been able to find the treble 20. These look good from Blyde.
140.
Nice comeback.
$99.
Holt said 3 scores in the high 90s there in 3 visits. Puts him in the box seat. Blyde needs to find
40.
a treble, but he can't. So Holt has 6 darts from 151 to book his place, or rather to get within 1 of booking his place in the
43.
final.
$81.
Lovely last dart. Is it all in vain? 108 for Holt. Can't be done.
76.
It's a lovely setup. Blyde has a Keith Deller left. moment, go.
98.
Sets it up just in case. 3 clear darts here for Holt to make it 6-2. Is that awkward? It's just sitting
16.
up. Did prove to be. Blyde now has a dart at tops to try and reduce the deficit and break the Holt throw for only the second time in this match. And he does need it. Of course, if he's going to get back into this game.
Game in 2.
And he does do. Lovely second dart there for Blyde. So onwards we go into the 9th leg. And this is going to get very interesting now if Blyde can hold his throw. He's just finding a bit more rhythm there in that one. Holt rue those missed opportunities
60.
that he had to make it 6-2 and go within 1
58.
of the final. Blyde has good battling qualities. We're seeing him at a Riley's Victoria UK Open qualifier where
100.
he battled his way through the field and got within a couple of games of qualifying for Butlin's Minehead.
60.
So just the one treble for these two so far in this leg.
44.
Holt now has a great opportunity to
96.
get back into this leg, which he does do. So he's 10 points the better off at this point.
60.
41.
Well, again, not much to choose between these two in this leg. It's all getting a bit tense. Certainly understandable.
$55.
No finish for Blyde. What can Holt do here? Looks like Holt will be on a finish after these. This is a good visit.
140.
Lovely visit, that is. Right on cue. 6th, 140 or more of the match. No maximum for Holt yet, but he won't mind that. Down to 106, which he'll be back for.
140.
Blyde responds in kind. What a good match this is.
58.
No dart of the double for Holt. 42 left for Blyde. What a fascinating contest this is. 10 or 6. Probably 10, you would think.
Game in 2.
Yeah, done.
Lovely visit. Lovely
Good
visit. You can't argue with that. 20 dart. Hold of throw for Blyde. And onwards we go. And the deficit is down to 1. Holt, remember, led 5-1. And as the momentum just swung
25.
slightly in Blyde's favour. It's all about momentum. Darts and Blyde looked down and out, but he's dug his heels in here
60.
and has made a real game of this. Averages have stayed
121.
steady. Lovely visit again there from Holt. 3 trebles in 2 visits for him. Yes, averages have been very steady. High 70s, early 80s, which is what we were expecting from these two before we started.
45.
And well, Holt has a big lead here before these are thrown.
81.
And just reinforcing his advantage. Blyde essentially 4 trebles behind.
100.
Gets his 9th ton of the match, Blyde, but still some way off here.
100.
That's Holt's 8th ton of this match.
100.
Back-to-back tons for Blyde, but Holt will have 6 starts from 114 to get within 1 of the final.
82.
Lovely setup. Hitting the treble 19 with his second dart really made the difference.
60. Great pressure.
Blyde's commentating himself there. Double 6 for Holt. He's just going around the houses here.
20.
So it's an outside chance for Blyde to level things up. Does need 2 trebles in order to do it. Treble 3 though, not what the doctor ordered.
42. Right.
So Holt then back for
Yeah,
double
he's
6,
one.
which he gets in
Yeah,
1 dart.
regular.
And
Well done, man.
Holt holds his throw in 19 darts. And it's Blyde who's now throwing to stay in this semi-final. Knows he has to rattle off 3 legs in a row. It'll just have to focus on 1 leg at a time, as
100.
obvious as that is to state. But if you can hold here, the crunch leg will be the next one that Holt will be throwing first in.
180.
But what a lovely start that is
So,
for Holt. Is he making his charge towards the finish line here with that maximum? He's been threatening a maximum all evening, but
140.
does get one, and that's a lovely visit as well from Blyde. So this is a good leg. Ooh,
100.
we did get 4 perfect darts there. Gosh, that would have been exciting. But Holt won't mind about that. He'll be more
85.
interested in the victory at this point. He's been in a real battle here with Blyde, who has put up some stern resistance.
60.
But it's Holt who's down to a finish first. Blyde is not on a finish, just outside 1. So we'll have to hope that the 161 doesn't go, and we'll have to try and apply some pressure of his own.
140.
And that's a wonderful way to do it. I think this is on.
81.
Oh no, sorry, apologies, I got carried away. So double 18 here for Blyde for a 13 darter. It's not a bad statement of intent.
Game in 1.
Lovely. Yeah, what a great leg that was.
The leg of darts, Chris.
Yeah, and Holt, as I say, he had a maximum as well in that one. Did get down to 80. No match starts yet for Holt. He will be hoping to get some in this leg. What a contest. Thank you for watching as always.
98.
Do consider subscribing if you're here. We're past 301 followers now, so which is great. And lots of virtual streams later on, or coming up in the coming weeks and
140.
throughout the year, and hopefully, of course, and I was banging this drum for a while, but hopefully some in-person streaming as
59.
well later on in the year. Hopefully we're back playing in-person darts as well, but certainly IDL at Home League streams throughout 2021.
140.
Well, Blyde has had back-to-back 140s here. He's certainly not going down without a fight. He's going to force the issue here.
58.
No treble for Holt. What a fascinating battle this has turned out to be. If Blyde can get another big visit here, that first start looks good to me.
62.
I'll be disappointed with that. It's always so frustrating, isn't it? You find a treble with your first dart And then the next two go
140.
awry. That's a nice comeback from Holt. So he does get down to a finish, and he will get a chance at that. Because Blyde, with those two single ones, actually left a bogey number.
80, 69. 99.
So Blyde gets down to a two-darter. Holt trying to take out 146 for the match.
45.
Just the 45, so Blyde will have darts here to level it up. Tops then for 6 all.
Game in 3. Come on.
That's a great dart there from Blyde. Real clutch doubling. Third dart in hand. Holt would have thought he would be coming back for that 101. And 6 all. Would you believe it? So, last leg then. Averages in the low 80s. And it's Blyde who's going to get us underway here in this last leg. Decider. There's no re-bull as far as I'm aware. Nope, there isn't, so that's good. So we'll just plough on. And what a remarkable turnaround, because Holt did lead 5-1.
43.
And Blyde has mirrored that in the next 6 legs after that. What a lovely visit there from Holt. He's battled away. Hasn't necessarily faded necessarily in terms of his playing ability. It's just that Blyde has
60.
managed to come back in. So Holt will just have to hold firm here and know that the game is still there to potentially get over the finish line. And Holt has already got 3 trebles to his name here. And Blyde has none in this leg so far, although he's put that right with that one. Needs a big finish. Needs a big score, rather.
1, 2, 3.
And right on cue. Great game. Thank you for tuning in as always on this Friday night.
59.
It's advantage Holt. 1 treble ahead. On the Blyde throw. Holt and Blyde have broken each other 3 times in this match so far.
60.
Holt looks favourite here to be able to do so for a 4th time. That's a good start to this visit. Very good darts indeed.
180.
Wow, what a great visit that
great
is.
dart.
Incredible time to get your 2nd maximum. It sets up the double 16. Blyde can only hit and hope now. And he's hitting very well.
137. Great.
Well, that's
Shot in 1.
that's really good, but Holt
Yeah,
does
well
get
done,
there. He
Chris.
clings on, and that's a fantastic
played,
leg
mate.
of darts. A 13 darter
Yeah,
to
good
take
done.
the match after all that pressure
you next
that
time.
came back at him from Blyde.
It was
Amazing
enjoyable.
stuff. Let me just fade them down, and I'll just read out the statistics. What a great game that was, and really lived up to everything that we hoped it would be. And as I say, yeah, Chris Holt, he led 5-1, and then Blyde fought back really well to level things up at 6 apiece. Who would have thought that when he was 5-1 down? And then Holt there produces a 13 darter in order to take the win. He did have that fantastic 1-2-6 checkout very early on in the game. 2 maximums, including that last one there at the end, which set up the 32 from the 212, which is absolutely amazing. 10 tons, 7 scores of 140 or more. Andy Blyde, well, he had 13 tons, 10 140s and 180 as well. And he also had a 13 darter. So really, really incredible stuff from both players. And watch out the Premier Division, that's what I say, because both of them will be in the Premier Division next season. So absolutely great stuff from them. So thank you ever so much for watching, as always. And the next IDL at Home League stream will be this time next week. And it'll be finals night with 3 cup finals and, of course, the grand final as well. Look forward to seeing you then.